Yard haunt update. Today I'm gonna have to do it from a little farther away. As you can see, look at how thick this mud is. All the way down. All the way up there. You got a hose running over to there because they're digging right there. And it's a little better now, but this entire parking lot was nothing but water. This is all mud. So everything that's like dark is mud all the way down. And then all this here, so it however they were pumping it pretty much ran here, got caught up in this pool, and then just did one of these all the way down my driveway, and then just pulled up down there. My sidewalk is nothing but mud. In front of my cars is nothing but mud. Back here is nothing but mud. It's just thick mud. And they're like, oh yeah, by the way, tomorrow it's going to be just as bad, is what they told us today. We asked, my wife was here, and she asked if the Halloween stuff's gonna be in the way, and she said that they had told her they don't think it's gonna be a problem, so we'll see. I don't know, guys. This is getting dicey. You can see, I mean, look how thick, look at that. It's just thick mud. This is all mud. It's just all this here was mud, but it dried up. This is all mud, but they're digging right here. So tomorrow they'll because they stopped right at that telephone pole, they got that back in, so they're gonna start digging this section, and they're probably gonna tear this up tomorrow. So they'll probably be here, but they did say they're not going to block all entrances to the church. So like there's an entrance right there where that big Great All machine is sitting, and then they'll probably be here tomorrow, so it means they're going to have to keep that one open, or at least this here. But I don't know, trying to swing a bus into there because the bus route's all messed up. So there's 3 entrances here to the church. Hopefully they don't screw it all up. So that's my update there on that. But they did say they don't think that my display, I'm gonna walk all the way, this is all thick mud right here. I can't even walk on my own damn sidewalk. But well, in a couple days here I won't have a sidewalk. But as you see, this pipe thick, it's just pumping water out of there. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's just thick mud. And it's got nowhere to go. And then here it's mud. Down here is nothing but mud. And this is still soaking wet, so I'm gonna have to watch walking down here. But look at all this. It's all water and mud. Now, I don't know where this hose is ending. It looks like it ends right here. Yeah, so look at that, guys. It's just puking out water right there. Right here. That's why my yard keeps filling up, because this is just back feeding into my front. I don't even know where the water's coming from, but they're draining it out of that hole all the way down there. As yesterday they had it hooked up and running to the field out behind us. And I don't know if the guys from the farm were bitching or what, but they're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna run it down here. So that's why this is filling up with water, which is why this is filling up with water, which is why all that's filling up with water. So this is going to get really interesting, because I don't know, I think there is no, the plug's right here. Oh, it's like right back there. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that, where this plug is, because, yeah, it's back here. So as long as the water doesn't get up there and start flooding out, we'll be all right. What a mess. But yeah, that's because that water's just running, and it's back feeding down here, and it's settling right here, and then it's settling right there. So that's why that's filling up, and then it'll run back down, and it flows into that spot. What a mess. This is a disaster, and it's only going to get worse. That's why I said I wasn't sure about this whole thing, guys, because this is, I mean, they haven't even made it to us, and we're already flooding out. And then down there, they have the sidewalks pretty much dug up. He did come today. He did see where our stake is and everything, and she asked about the Halloween decorations, and he's like, I think you should be okay. He goes, we're not really getting up on the sidewalks and stuff like that. But if you look, like, that's a bunch of bullshit, because they have the sidewalks all tore up down there. They got stuff, at least the ones in front of the church aren't tore up, but they have a bunch of stuff on them and dirt and stuff on them. So, I mean, as far as yard haunts, when they get up here, I won't be able to really walk in the sidewalk or do anything, or there's going to be equipment here for a few days. But it does seem like they're moving, so about 2 days. So so tomorrow will be Tuesday. They'll be in my church area. I'm gonna guess Wednesday, Thursday they'll be here, which is unfortunate. They'll start digging this up on Thursday because they won't work Friday, and they'll be back here next Monday. So that kind of sucks. I was really hoping they'd just be down here Wednesday and then tear this thing up, work Thursday, and then they'd be like tearing up his driveway or something, so they'd kind of be out of my way. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case at all. And then the other thing is, when they do, so not only are they working here, they're working way down the road too, way down there. So they're going to town, up in, I guess that'd be in quote downtown, down there in town, and then out this way. Well, they're working both directions. So I've been taking a back road that gets me down that way, and I can come in here. Well, now they have this closed, right? So I gotta get over here and just bob and weave to pull into my driveway, right? No big deal. But once they get in front of my driveway is where the problem's gonna be, because they're also working down there. So how the hell are we supposed to get to our house when they're working two opposite ends of the road and they're working farther out? So I'm telling you guys, this is a freaking disaster. It wouldn't be so bad if they were just working right here and working their way down, but now they're working the opposite direction, which, yes, it's speeding up the process of everything, but like at the same time, it's really screwing everything up for the people that live here. And they have the bus routes all messed up, so they've been using the church as a turnaround and dropping all the kids off. And now they're digging this up. It's just a mess. It's so chaotic, and they don't really seem to know what the hell they're doing. But anyway, sorry there's a long rambling sewer update. But yeah, we haven't done anything to the yard. I haven't put anything new out. I'd really like to get that 8-foot obelisk and get that thing put out here, but they're just really, I don't feel the need for it. Maybe this week I can do it. I don't know. I don't even know where to put it. I don't know where I want it. And And then at the same time, it's like, how long are they going to be in front of my house? Is it going to be the whole weekend? You know, if they get over here on Thursday and they start working and get all set up and then they're done, they don't work Friday, you know, is it worth me putting out a few more things for a couple weeks when I'm going to turn around and put it back inside? That's kind of where I'm at with it. So, I don't know. I really, really, really regret setting up this year, because this is a disaster at this point, and I'm just really scared they're gonna like destroy some shit when they start digging. Like, I wouldn't be mad if they're like, oh, sorry man, we busted your fence. Like, I probably wouldn't give too much of a shit if they broke this white fence, but God. I am noticing though, the orange light on this guy is off, so I'm gonna have to mess with that, figure that out. Figured out what happened. It came unplugged. I don't know if it's the wind blowing, or a cat, or a possum. We have a possum running around here, or a raccoon running through here. Something's been running through there, but like, it could easily be like the pumpkins, and look how big those vines are. You know, something flexing and moving it. But this tree branches, you know, it could be those too, moving and unplugging it. So I just draped it over the bush, because we, you know, couldn't really trim those things down. But, you know, that big branch in front of the scarecrow wasn't there when we put it up. So, yeah, this thing is growing out of hand and everything. But yeah, we got that turned back on. Started noticing, I was like, man, it's a little dark over there. But we got Straw Man.
You aren't afraid of little me, are you? Why, I love this time of year, with the dead leaves all around us, and the darkness wraps around us like a mildewy blanket. Perhaps we could get acquainted while I sharpen my tools.
And then we have these two girls. We didn't plug them in again. At those guys, I'm not going to walk over there again. But this is the yard haunt in its final form, which sucks because there's so much more stuff I wanted to do, but there's no point. There's absolutely no point. And I know a lot of you guys are like, why didn't you set this up? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? And it's like, I'm lucky I even did this, and I shouldn't have even done this. Now, looking back on all this, like, I should have just put some pumpkins in the front yard and called it good. Maybe put up the spooky tree, or maybe not decorated this part of the yard, or, you know, up this far. I should have decorated down the side, you know, so people could drive in. That should have been what I done. But I didn't think about it like that. But I definitely should have just decorated down the side of the house this year and not the front yard. But the front yard is the main road. But, you know, at least, like, you could have pulled in and then drove along it, you know, along the drive, and you could have seen everything that way. You could have just done it all there. But yeah, I don't know. I screwed up for sure. I for sure screwed up. I definitely shouldn't have put all this up. I mean, we could have put the 12-foot skelly up and like murderous maple, a couple of these guys out in the yard or something. But I shouldn't have put the fence up. I shouldn't have done the archway. I shouldn't have done as much as I did. I should have just pumped the brakes. We got Cerberus going again, and our skeleton. Except his mouth finally quit moving. I figured he was gonna break. But I mean, he's went off hundreds of times, so yeah, he's been cool though. If that Home Depot app skeleton goes on sale and I catch it, I'm definitely probably buying it. So yeah, that'll fit the you know, the graveyard But yeah, his mouth totally quit moving. His arm still moves and he still twists, so we'll take it. You're like your brother over here. His mouth quit moving. But unfortunately, that's the state of the yard haunt this year. I gotta walk all the way out and around and way over here because of all this freaking mud. This is a mess. And like I said, this is only gonna get worse. They said this is gonna be worse tomorrow. Yeah, they need to figure out a better way. But the good news is, the farther they come down here, the farther down the road they're pumping that water. So that shouldn't be as messy tomorrow. I don't even know, can I get over this way at all? But sucks. Yeah, neighbor's pointing. You hear all the water she just drove through? Mess. Just sucks. I mean, I should have started like the haunt like here or something, and like started it with like put the skeleton there, but put murderous maple here, and then started the fencing here, and then just went down this side of the house. That's what I should have done. Honestly, like looking back, I should have done that. But yeah, we're just gonna ride this out, and it's probably gonna be sewer updates because this is a freaking disaster. And ride this out for this season, see how trick-or-treat goes. Hopefully some kids come down here, if they even can. I don't know. We'll know in a couple weeks, I guess. But sorry guys, it's not much. Just this year sucks. I'm pretty bummed about it. I should have just hung it up for the year. Took a year off, gathered my bearings, bought some new stuff, got rid of stuff. You know, that's what I should have done. I should have just took that whole year off, changed everything up, rethought everything, redesigned it, made a bunch of new stuff, and should have just done that. But is what it is. Here we are. We're in the thick of it now. There's not much turning back we can do. The only thing we can do is tear down fencing and stuff like that and get it out of their way and move some animatronics. But I don't like that. I like having the fencing because at least like keeps people out of here. But you know, we'll see what comes of it when they start digging this up this week. So here's what it is. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow or something. Maybe I'll do every other day updates or something. It's not really a point in doing daily updates now because nothing's happening. But I appreciate you guys. Sorry it's been nothing but sewer updates and garbage here recently, and nothing real haunt related. But I figure I'll at least get out here and chat with you guys and fill you in on what's going on and walk you around and show you the haunt setup as it is. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate all the kind words and inspiration I've given everybody, and seeing everyone's yard haunt displays get set up. That's been super cool. Everyone jumping in on the yard haunt updates, and it's been cool to see a lot of your guys' builds and stuff like that. So that's kind of the only positive driving force, I should say, for this year. But yeah, it's just this year sucks for me, and this is a bummer. This is definitely a bummer. But hey, next year all this stuff will be gone and everything will be done. We'll have new driveway in here, we'll have new sidewalks, we'll have new paved road, and everything will be nice. So that's one thing I guess to look forward to, is next year will be way better. And then I'm coming out swinging. I'll have all new decorations, I'll have all new fencing, I'll have new arch and columns and all this cool stuff. So I'm pretty excited for next year. So like I said, we're just gonna ride it out, see what happens. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Happy haunting.